Deanna Marie's weekly craft and lifestyle content. Hey guys, it's Deanna Maurice here. Thank you so much for clicking in to watch another video with me. This week I will be sharing with you all how to personalize a pillow for under $10. The holiday season is right around the corner, and I'm sure that you guys have lots of different people that you'd love to make gifts for, or these are actually great items to sell as well. People just love personalized items. I'm also going to be sharing with you all how I correct my mistakes when I accidentally rip my HTV iron-on. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and continue to watch the video. This video is going to be more in real time. There will be some areas that are sped up just a little bit, but I wanted everyone to be able to kind of see the process in its true form. Here I've already uploaded my custom image to Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to make sure that I hit the mirror image since I am working with iron-on. Then I'm going to set my machine to the correct dial. Here I just selected iron-on, but I do love the fact that this Cricut Explorer Air 2 has the option for me to actually go in on my computer and select Cricut glitter iron-on so that the blade will make sure that it cuts it at the right pressure and at the right speed. I really do love that functionality. I did have the Expression before this and it didn't have as many of these features, so I'm really grateful for these new features that are on this machine. Here I'm just taking my time to remove the HTV along with the backing from the mat. And then I'm going to cut down my iron-on to size. I like to cut it down to size first just so that I'm not wasting any of my material, because your girl likes to hold on to her little scraps for smaller projects. Not only that, it just cuts down on the weeding time. Here you guys can see I made a mistake and I accidentally ripped off a piece of the T. So I'm just kind of like pressing it down for a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and remove the rest of the excess from the image that I no longer need. So here I'm going to focus on getting the piece that I ripped off back on. I like to overlap it just a little bit to make sure that when I iron it on, you cannot see where it was ripped, and it's just a nice smooth transition. This is a little bit more tricky than non-glitter HTV because there is a bit of the glitter residue left back on the transfer tape, but that's totally fine. Just put it down to your best of your ability, and when you iron it on, just make sure that it's ironed on nicely and it's adhered, and no one will ever be able to tell a difference. So here you guys can see my image has been weeded and cut out. And it's looking good. Hey guys, just a quick reminder to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also, you can turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified each and every time I upload. So I picked up these Ikea pillowcase covers. They are 20 by 20 inches and they're called Girly, and they're only $4. I cannot remember the name of the material. My textiles teacher would kill me if she knew that I couldn't remember the name of that material, because it is a basic duck. That is what it's called. It's made out of kind of like a duck material, so it's nice and stable. Here I'm using my clear ruler to make sure that my image is nice and centered exactly where I want it to be. Nothing worse than ironing on your image and realizing that it is off-centered or not placed where you want it to be. One thing that I would suggest before ironing on or placing your image onto your surface is just to kind of lay out the pillow where it's intended to be if you're keeping it for yourself. I use these in my kids' room, and what I should have done was laid out all of the pillows on the bed so that I could have placed the name a little bit higher so that I could have put like their other decorative pillows in front of it and their name would still show, but in the end it all worked out and I figured out a different arrangement. But just go ahead and take the time to kind of figure out exactly where you want it placed before you iron it down. You can find this ruler at your local craft stores. The best bet though is like Joann's. I believe that's where I picked this one up and I love it. I use it for so many different things. It's worth the purchase. It's only like 10 or 15 bucks. So go ahead and grab one because you will not regret it and it will help you to make sure all of your projects are lined up nicely. So here I did speed this up a bit, but each section I hold it down on the highest setting for about 30 seconds just to make sure that my image is nicely adhered. And here it is, it glides right off. If you are removing your transfer tape and there's any pulls or tugs, it is not time yet. You need to press it down a little bit longer with your iron because it should remove like melting butter, okay? So this is pretty much it, guys. We're almost at the end. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my iron and press out my material because if you want something to look nice and professional, make sure that you press it. That is one of the tips that I learned in design school. Always press your items if you want them to look nice and crisp and professional like you picked it up at the store. I love DIY made at home items, but when someone can tell that you made it at home, it's not that great. Here, these are the inners. These are the inside cushion that I also picked up from Ikea, and these are only $3 and they fit in there perfectly because they're made for them. So for $7 you can get the inside of the pillow as well as the case, and from a roll of Cricut iron-on you can get a few names out of that. So that's definitely under $10, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, this is Deanna Maurice. Check back next week to see what I have in store. Remember to stay blessed and always have good vibes. Bye.